Brothers here at Heat. I'm Mark Lloyd. And just like a car needs gas to move, I have the coach to give me gas.
What did you just say?
I mean, help me make the show move along.
Introducing from Charlottesville, Virginia, weighing 235 pounds, Maven.
You know, every week you think you're so smart, you think you're so cute with all your little intros.
There's no thinking about it.
Well, the bottom line is this. You better be ready this week. We have a lot to get to. We got to talk about Backlash. We got to talk about my boy Maven. Oh, so many things happen this week. And I apologize if I'm a little raspy. I kind of had a big show to do this week.
Yeah, exactly. The voice of all sitting next to me.
242 pounds, Chief Morley.
Look at Chief Morley, coach. Always up to no good. It was no different this past week on Raw.
This guy has been very busy as of late. This past week on Raw, making that intergender tag match that never really happened. And it just goes to show you how far the Dudley boys will go to keep their job and win back the tag team titles.
Now, Maven, we can do this one of two ways. You see, I got a lot of administrative work to do here tonight. So you have a choice. You can either forfeit this match, get on out of here and take a shot just to your dignity, or you can choose to stay and face the chief of staff and suffer the consequences.
I think I know what this answer is going to be. Maven's got a lot of might. Oh, yeah,
there you
I'm
go.
going to stay.
Of course. Please, give me a break. Take a shot to your dignity and walk away. No way, not Maven. No chance of that, coach. And you know what? There's no chance that either Goldberg or Rocky is going to back down this upcoming week at Backlash. It truly is going to be an amazing match. A match that, you know, you, me, everybody never thought we'd see.
Well, when you think about Goldberg from 4 or 5 years ago. As The Rock said a couple of weeks ago, Goldberg was a huge fish in a small pond. But now Goldberg's a big fish in a big pond, but The Rock may be an even bigger fish. I don't know, but it's two of the biggest names in the history of this business colliding at Backlash, and I, for one, can't wait to see it up close and personal.
Well, coach, there's so much to talk about when you look at that match between Rock and Goldberg. There's a 2 count real quick. Maven had on Chief Morley. But the bottom line is it seems that The Rock is desperately afraid of losing to Goldberg. That, in my opinion, I don't think The Rock can afford a shot like this to his ego. No doubt.
That's the point right there. Is I think The Rock is trying to tell himself more than anybody that he's not, on some level, afraid of Goldberg.
Yes.
And it wouldn't be a shame to admit that you're afraid of a man.
Hang on, 2 count.
It wouldn't be a shame to admit that you're afraid of a man like Goldberg. We're going to see in just a few minutes what happened this past week on Raw. The Rock had the Rock concert too, very entertaining. Goldberg wasn't supposed to be there, but we were in Goldberg's hometown, and eventually Goldberg would show up. But it is going to be a matchup, and you know The Rock, who's been in big-time battles before, is going to bring it strong and bring it long. And you just hope that Goldberg, who's in his first match since arriving here, will be up to the task.
No, you're absolutely right about that. There's got to be some rust on Goldberg now to have to face The Rock at Backlash. And Coach, like The Rock has said, whether you like The Rock or not right now, he has done it all. He has beaten everybody, but he hasn't beaten Goldberg. And now on the biggest stage here at Backlash.
That's the thing that's so exciting about matches you've never seen. You have no idea what's going to happen. Sure. You have no idea what's going to happen. As great as some of the matches have been with Rock and Triple H and Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Undertaker, this is a match we've never seen. So I have no idea what's going to happen. But I tell you one thing, I'm going to be an excited brother sitting there coming this week.
Just as excited as you're sitting next to me here at Heat, right? Come on. Here's a hook like 2 counted. Maybe he's able to kick out of it and stay alive in this match. Well, Coach, you're right. There is so much to talk about here on Heat. We have to get into, and we will, in depth about the 6-man tag match that is set for Backlash also.
And I think the decision has been made, and everybody's going to see that decision a little bit later on right here on Heat, because it's going to be a very emotionally charged matchup at Backlash. You know, I want to talk about Maven for a second. Oh, goodness. That's probably going to be it.
Maven, there's the roll. 2 count and 3. No, as Coach would say, 2 3/4 count.
Exactly. But here's the thing about Maven real quick, is that when you talk about superstars wanting to be seen, well, he's being seen up close and personal by Chief Morley. So even if Maven is not victorious tonight, even if he's not,
Yes.
think about this. If he gives Morley a great fight like he's doing right now, and if maybe he wins, don't you think that maybe his stock will rise in the eyes of Chief Morley and Eric Bischoff?
Well, Coach, you know, you're the voice of Raw. Let me play devil's advocate on that, and that is the way Chief Morley is. And Bischoff, look at that, just did a nice counter move there by Maven to stay alive in this match. I don't know how Chief Morley and Eric Bischoff would take that. You know, you would think that, hey, good match, young superstar, let's make something out of him. But then again, you see the crazy stuff that the Morley and Bischoff administration do.
Remember this, Eric Bischoff, above all else, is a businessman.
Yes.
Not that he always does things that are great for business. In his eyes, he does. And if he sees money, he's going to go after it.
Yeah, and you have to be that way, especially when you're running Raw right now, like the GM is. And now maybe try to mount some kind of offense, but Chief Morley quickly puts it into that.
There's a lot of decisions that I don't agree with. Firing Stone Cold, even though I got a great job now. Firing JR, I don't agree with that. Well, some people will say JR quit. I don't know. And then this past week, firing Lita.
Yeah.
You know, as Lita had to walk out.
We were so excited when you made that announcement, Coach, right there in the middle of the ring, and then the sexy Lita's coming back, and
how great
everybody's
does she look,
fired up. And she's talking about how she's getting into shape. She's almost ready to get back into the ring and get back in action. Coach, the crowd is going wild, and then Eric Bischoff has to ruin everything. Just has to. I mean, with those, that was kind of disgusting. You got to admit, those advances on her and the way he was touching her and stuff.
Right.
How that with that?
There's a better way to act if she wants to be in a different magazine. It's disgusting, but you know, right now, like I was mentioning, Maven is giving Chief Morley everything that he has.
And you know, Raw General Manager Eric Bischoff does have the last say when you're mentioning about, hey, how well Maven is doing. So that's the good sign here for Maven, who's putting up one heck of a battle right now with Chief Morley. Hell of a back and forth match here, Coach.
Oh, you got that right. It's more than a back and forth match.
Oh, look at that. Ooh.
You got to cover him, Maven. You have to cover him.
He tries to look like he doesn't know.
Now that, my friend, was a 2 3/4
count. Yes, it was. Chief Morley, though, in a real dogfight here with Maven. The crowd, no doubt about it, always behind Maven. They love the guy. They love the youngster, Coach. And now Maven,
you know me, I love the youngster too, kid.
Up on the top rope, trying to set up the big drop kick, but no. Chief Morley swats it aside.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Look at that. Oh, there's a suplex. And maybe this is it for Maven. Here comes Chief Morley trying to set up another one, trying to do Maven in right here.
Morley is showing why he is a veteran.
Not the trifecta. Morley going for the trifecta. Oh, he lands another one. Chief Morley, though, Morley not really being a veteran right now. I mean, quickly should have went for the cover on Maven.
He's trying to add a little insult to injury. And we're going to see it. I think we are.
Oh, there it is.
The money shot.
A money shot, hook of the leg, 3 count.
Here is your winner, Chief Morley.
Coach, sometimes you run into people that are just at a stage in your career a little bit too much for you, and that's what I think we saw this week with Maven.
Yeah, no doubt about that. A trifecta on the suplex. You don't see that too often, do you, Coach?
No, you really don't, but he is the veteran. He is Chief Morley, and as long as it's good for him, it's good for everybody, but very impressive this week.
No doubt about that. Well, Coach, still a game.